Hey guys, Naz here with another video. In this video, I'm going to be going over all the difficulty options we'll have in Final Fantasy XVI, so with that out the way, let's get into this, yeah? When starting off your journey, you'll have two options. The first one's going to be story focus, which will give us exclusive accessories that'll make the game easier. Some of these effects will be auto dodge or auto abilities. This way you don't have to micromanage your cooldowns or worry about getting hit. This is awesome for anyone who just wants to enjoy the story and they're not comfortable with action games. The second option is action focus. It's the exact same difficulty, but you won't get these accessories. Don't worry, as this mode is just warm up for the end game. After beating the game, you unlock New Game Plus. There's two options here. You can play the game on the same difficulty, but this time you'll have all the abilities you unlocked, as well as all the equipment you collected, making this run a lot more fun and easier. For those looking for a challenge, there will be Final Fantasy mode, which will have harder enemies and even new ones that weren't normally part of that fight. Now, what do I mean by harder? According to Suzuki, the story mode everyone will play on has an aggro limiter. This means if you're fighting 3 enemies, then only the one you're attacking will spar with you, while the other 2 sit back and wait for their turn. In Final Fantasy mode, however, all 3 will be coming for you. This is what I'm accustomed to, so story mode will be really enjoyable to unleash those pretty combos, but if you plan on doing Final Fantasy mode, don't get upset if they interrupt you mid-combo. On top of that, there'll be an arcade mode where you'll be given a score and letter ranking. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts 3's Pro Code. You need to beat the boss swiftly to get a score with multiple restrictions. Now for another feature exclusive to the end game. In New Game Plus, you'll be able to upgrade your accessories. This reminds me of Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns, where you can upgrade your accessories where you found them originally. This may sound tedious or awesome to those who truly want to min-max their damage, and I'm all for it. Now while the Final Fantasy mode might sound difficult, we're not done there, as the Chronolet Trials mode is even harder. This is supposed to be the hardest content in the game and only meant for those who are truly willing to test their mettle. In this mode, there will be no healing. You'll be in a 4-wave fight, with the final wave being an icon, and this is all timed. There will be requirements that you could do to get extra time, but director Takai said they will not be easy to pull off. What does that mean? I'm assuming it's either pulling off a long string of combos or fully charging up your meter. Those are the two things that came to mind, as that's what's usually hard to pull off in an action RPG game on the harder modes, but we'll just have to wait and see. Upon reading this, it immediately screamed the trials from God of War Ragnarok, and those were tough, so we're in for a challenge. In these trials, we're limited to the icon that we'll be fighting, so if the final boss is Ifrit, then we can only use Ifrit abilities we unlocked. This is an insane restriction, as the other modes let us freely swap between the icons we have. This reminds me of Final Fantasy VII Remake Hard Mode, where it restricted us from using items. This made me take a step back and analyze the combat to learn the deeper mechanics at play, and it was only then that I truly understood the game, and I loved it. Obviously that seems tame when we look at all these restrictions set in place for Chronolet Trials, but this is where we'll master our kits, so we have no choice if we want to get that win. On top of all of this, there will be a leader mode for Final Fantasy mode and the Chronolet Trials. I'm so stoked for this because I'm very competitive, so I can't wait to see where I rank on my first kill and how much improvement can be done so I could rank with the God Gamers. Which mode are you most excited for? Let me know down in the comments below, and hopefully this video has you more hyped for 16 as I am. Don't forget, if this video brought value, please leave a like and consider subscribing to see more, as I plan on making a ton of content for Final Fantasy XVI, and I play a wide array of RPG games, and I break them down just like this. Until the next video, I'll see ya.